You don't know me, but I'm your brother. I was born here in this living hell. Take a message to my brother. Oh, let him know that time will tell. You telling me the things you're gonna do for me. I ain't blind, but I don't like what I think I see. You taking it to the streets. Taking it to the streets. Taking it to the streets. Hi.
Hi. Hi. Hello.
Oh my goodness, my clapper machine is off. What am I gonna do?
What? Oh no.
Oh my god. Hi everybody. Hi
we
people.
Need Buzz to record a oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, chomp, chomp.
Are we mentioning that that our friends are under the weather?
Sure.
Hi people. Hi everybody watching at Absentia right now.
I guess wait for them to say it.
I was going to say we'll wait for them to show up and say it.
We're not supposed to be running our mouths, am I right?
Not supposed to be. No.
Well, mostly me.
Well,
I'm not supposed to be running my mouth.
Listen, you and I both have a penchant for this kind of thing, and you know, I'm generally a pretty trustworthy person. But if you give me a really juicy piece of information, it's like here's and tell me if this holds true for all married couples. If you tell me something, you're telling two people. I'm sorry, it's just we don't.
Might as well tell her.
You might as well tell her because both of us are gonna tell each other whatever you tell us. I'm gonna tell her.
Also, I thought that
me.
Under the Best Friend Amendment, you knew that anything you tell me, not you, but anything that gets told to me also gets told to Ange.
Well, so then there's the Best Friend Amendment as well.
I thought that everyone knew that.
Hi, Scotty Coates.
Hello.
I don't have a best friend anymore, but when I did,
Oh!
I mean, I guess I do technically, but it wasn't I did not have the same sort, even at the height of our friendship. I did not have the same sort of relationship that you have with Ange.
That's true.
It is a once in a lifetime, beautiful friendship. Hi, Carrie. She's here, but she's knitting.
Okay.
We are
That's
here to
all right.
soothe you while you're knitting. We'll play you some music.
Isn't knitting supposed to be soothing?
Is nuding sitting?
Is nuding sitting?
Hi. My mouth is on. It's message, brain
right.
to mouth. It's a short distance. Brain, you really don't have that far to go. It's not like I'm trying to do some sort of origami using my feet. It's right here. It's a direct line. Is nerding soothing? He said. Hi, Kathy.
I told Kathy what time and day it was today.
And listen, when we get to be this
worked.
age, the days string together. They just do. Even fucking weekends. It's just like, okay, this again. I need to listen, sometimes I need a reminder. I don't generally need a reminder that it's Saturday night because it's followed by Friday night. And Friday night is the night we're going to let it all hang loose.
That's right.
Laura and I eat whatever we want to. We just hang out. We watch stuff. And
we just pretend we're
ice cream and popcorn and every other goddamn thing. So I know that this night
we just
comes
watch
after that
TV
night.
all night. Like we don't usually do that. So we just
don't.
eat junk food and watch TV, and that's our Friday night.
I've been watching a lot of television.
Have you?
I have.
Yeah.
I'm not proud of this fact. I'm actually writing a lot more music now, which is a better use of my time. But the problem is there's just an awful lot of good shit on television, right? There just really is. There's a lot of fine programming on right now. We're watching something called The Gentleman on Netflix right now. It's a good show. It's by Guy Ritchie. It's about a couple of upper-class British toffs who find themselves in a spot of trouble, eh?
In a
Hey,
pickle.
what? In a pickle, I'd say. Hey, what old boy.
Okay,
So anyway.
we're waiting for Ange and Fuzz.
Hi, Ange and
Oh,
Fuzz.
here we go. Here
So
we go.
can we out you guys about the fact you're
No,
under the
go-
weather?
go
Can
ahead.
we do that? Yeah.
Ange and Fuzz are under the weather.
Well, they're under the weather, and so we were, then we were talking to Fuzz earlier, and he has a
Very sexy
vibrate the
radio
floorboards
voice.
baritone going on. Right, hey, baby. And I thought he could like do some Barry White karaoke.
Like a Shadow
Right now.
Stevens kind of a.
hey, baby. So there you go.
Oh, okay. They outed themselves. They have the
Okay.
bid. They have the bid.
They got
They're,
the bid.
They had a good time on their trip, but they're back, and now they've acquired the bid just for something to do.
Like you do. as
Because
one
you
does.
don't have enough to do.
Don't have enough. Do you not have enough going on, right? You're not getting a business off the ground, and you got a million other fucking
Exactly.
responsibilities. Why not add
Why not?
COVID on top of that? Right. We
So
were
old
thinking
school.
it's very, very old school because it's at this point it's a retro illness, isn't it? 4 years, bring back bell bottoms. That's what I say.
Yeah. I mean, we've all had it. Not you, Kathy. You haven't had it.
Kathy's
What?
never had it. Good.
She's never had it.
Good. Well, I mean, listen, I can't say one way or the other based on my experience with it. I got off real easy. I
Well,
barely
Buzz
had
got
any
off
symptoms.
real easy the first time, and now he's like the radio DJ voice.
Yeah.
Productive cough.
It seems like it's here to stay as a part of life, much the same way that after the influenza pandemic in 1918, that stuck around, and I was there for that. I sounded like I was speaking
Were you?
from experience.
Much
Yeah,
like the
back in
influenza pandemic
back in
that I
1918 when I'm doing the
experienced.
shenanigans and
Yeah.
and getting the flu and die. Bam! That's how it went. And we all went war and inhaled mustard gas. Hey,
Hey, do.
Woodrow Wilson is a raging racist. He got us into World War I. Bam. I don't know. You're just kind of giving me this look. Like she doesn't know where it's. I don't know where it's going to go. Once I start on these things, knee pads and breeches.
I'm just watching you. I'm using
Razzmatazz, boobies. All right.
it going?
I don't know.
Where's this going?
I have no idea. I don't know.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
If I hear something interesting.
Yes, it is Tonight Show, Mom. Hi.
And yes, this is Tonight
This
Show.
is Tonight Show.
If I hear something interesting, I'm going to have to tell someone.
So we were just, for those of you just joining us, if you're married, do you have the same sort of arrangement that Laurel and I have, whereby if you tell one of us something, an interesting piece of information, you might as well tell both of us because we're both going to know about it. That's
Also-
how I feel like that's how it should work with marriages.
Also,
right?
in your life, do you have the best friend voucher where, obviously, if you tell me something, unless you expressly say, don't tell Ange,
Ange is going to know.
tell Ange.
And then, of course, Ange is going to tell Fuzz.
because she's got the husband voucher. So
Right,
it's,
and then Fuzz has to tell his best friend, and oh boy, what a tangle! This is a Well of Balsam commercial. Is ultimately what this is turning into, right? We
You
all
were
two
just,
kill friends, and so on.
You were
and
just
so
saying
on,
that
and
you
so on.
don't have a best friend.
But technically, yes, I do. But we don't have that kind of arrangement, right?
That's true.
I'll keep secrets from his ass. I don't
That's
give a
true.
shit.
That's true. He's not especially trustworthy.
I don't know.
I don't think he's your best friend.
No, I don't think he is either. But then ultimately, you're my best friend.
That's true. I think
don't-
Buzz is more of a friend than that person.
Fuzz is an excellent friend. Fuzz is the kind of guy. Why, when I get word that my mother's pipe has frozen and is spewing out the side of her house, and Fuzz happens to be here, I'm like, you don't have to come with me. He's like, drive.
Drive.
Putting on his coat before I even
See,
got
that's
the
the thing a
keys.
friend does.
That's the kind of thing a friend does.
That's what a friend
Eric Atwood, also an awesome friend,
That's right. Eric, I think is
showed up that same night.
out of town.
Yes, I think Eric is Eric at the cabin. Are you joining us? Should we yell real loud? Eric!
Maybe he is. Maybe he's on his phone. You don't
Yeah.
know. Look, you guys, we've got here a Shamrock Shake.
Oh yes, we brought this. This is it. It is green.
I don't know if
Really.
you know, but I'm a picky. Oh, there's Eric.
Hi, Eric.
I has always been.
It's been in the freezer. it's not really going anywhere.
It's from Wednesday, but
Lori had something from Wednesday, you guys.
what was in the freezer?
It's been in the freezer.
Yeah, I'm not gonna drink that though. I did not like it. I'm just gonna
It's
warn
fine.
You.
It's
I
a
took
little
two sips of it, like
toothpastey.
so I could really taste it, and I was like, Do you ever have this experience where I don't know if everyone has a typical experience like I have with my stomach and my brain, where my brain has to really be on board with what I'm eating, right?
yeah.
Like I can't just eat mindlessly. Like if my brain thinks it's disgusting, it will shut my stomach. I can't swallow it. I can't eat it.
Your
It's
brain
not going to happen.
says no, absolutely not. It's not coming
So
in.
I took 2 big sips of that, and my stomach and my brain at the same time went, "Nah, you shouldn't be drinking that. No, that tastes like Scope." Toothpaste. And so I was like, I can't even take one more sip of that. It won't go down. I bet I won't.
My story about this was, Mom, back me up on this. We were still living in Salinas, and so I had to have been less than 7 years old. And I saw the commercial, like you do, with Uncle Grimacy. Having, they had created a whole new character, a green Grimace. With McDonald's advertising, who was going, Grimace, I'm here to spread the good news of the whatever the fuck. And I'm like, okay, I've got to have this. And so I bugged my parents. And we were not a McDonald's family. I don't know if y'all had specific fast food places that you would go to. Ours was
We
Burger
were a
King.
Carl's Jr. family.
Well, years later, I was a Carl's Jr. dude.
Okay.
We did too. But for whatever reason, the Burger King was closest to us. And so that's the place that we went. And so we didn't ever really go to McDonald's. And so my parents made a special trip and we went to McDonald's. And I got this thing and it was bad. But I'm like, I got to drink it because I convinced my parents to do this. And they're like sitting there probably smoking because you could back in McDonald's. Remember those little tinfoil ashtrays that they used to have in there, and somebody would write on the back of one of them backwards, "Help, I'm trapped in an ashtray factory." That's always fun. Anyway, I had
McDonald's?
yeah, we used to do that when we were kids, teenagers. Anyway, so I drank the whole goddamn thing, and then on the way out to the parking lot, I'm like, I'm not feeling too good, and I think, if I recall, I think I yerfed all over the parking lot. I think I did. Or if I didn't, I certainly
seems
felt like I
it
was
would,
going to. Yeah.
It would be okay coming back up.
Well, it was minty. But at the time, so
just as refreshing on the way back up.
I did try this the other day, and they've changed the formulation a little bit because it used to be Scopy. It was like, and Scope is spearmint, right?
It is Scopy.
Yeah. So, but this less so. This has more of a peppermint kind of appeal.
Flavor. Okay.
If you added chocolate chips to it, I think it would be quite good.
I brought it home because I tried it and I was like, well, I'm not drinking any more of that. So I brought it all the way home, and you took one sip of it and you were like, nope, take that away.
I just wasn't feeling it at the time. I don't know.
I mean,
it's fine.
was it because it was tasted so different, or does it taste it? By the way, 550 calories in this thing.
Honestly,
We're old people now,
Choose
okay?
wisely.
That's half of your daily calories. that you
choose
can have.
wisely.
Okay.
Let's see. Eric says once a year, McDonald's cleans the burger chute, and voila.
Voila.
And voila. And voila to you.
Green shake.
I guess that's an Indian expression for somebody who schleps, somebody who does a certain thing. So you could be like a burger walla or a chai walla, somebody who delivers the chai.
I think he meant voila. Like.
Really? All right.
Maybe.
I don't know. You'll have to explain it. Let's see. Arby's had or has a mint chocolate shake that was way better than any Shamrock shake. Okay. Well, that was one thing that Arby's did better than.
I mean, I'm so hungry. I'd eat Arby's.
It's a perennial punchline. I don't know what Arby's ultimately did to deserve that punchline. I've eaten when we were living in Santa Monica. There was an Arby's down the street, and it's fucking good. I mean, like I wouldn't like drive out of my way, but if I was on my way someplace, if I'm thinking I need some food on my way to some meeting or whatever, I gotta have some food. I drive through the fucking Arby's, and it was good. It was Arby stands for RB roast beef.
Roast beef.
Yeah, so Arby's.
And
horsey
she
sauce,
mentioned the tall glasses with Hamburglar, Grimace.
Yeah.
And also, what was Grimace?
What were any of them? What were the Fry Guys? I don't know. They were the fever dream imagination of some ad
There was
executive.
a clown,
Yeah.
an old-timey thief.
Yeah, the Hamburglar.
Yeah,
Sure.
and
Rubble
then,
Rubble. Who only
and then
said
just
Rubble
a
Rubble.
shmoo guy. Where,
Yeah,
and then
a giant.
it's
giant
like
schmoo.
people and then actual weird characters, right? Fictional,
Yeah.
fictitious. Okay,
Oh, shit. Are we frozen?
I'm frozen, but
Oh, okay.
we
There we go. Okay, good. I was just seeing if we're still coming through good and clear and fine, Dimitri.
Yeah.
All right, well let's do this. Let's have a show, shall we?
It's the only show with Stefan and Lori. And now, here are your hosts, Stefan and Lori.
Hi, everybody. Hi, people.
Buzz
Hi.
says puke up gin and it will feel and taste like the Grinch is stealing a Christmas tree up your chimney bottom, side up, so ralphing a minty shake sounds great in comparison. Okay.
All right. Well
I'm
played,
sorry
sir.
that I started reading that sentence and I thought you'll be sorry if you finish
Yeah,
this.
and you did,
there
and
I
are
was.
you sorry?
I am sorry.
Are you sorry? Yeah, I thought
I
you might
am.
be.
That was strangely descriptive, though.
It was very descriptive. Gin is
Buzz,
not.
take your pulse ox. How low is it now?
Oh, now we need to know.
That's right.
How are you
We're
feeling?
all here for you.
We need your blood ox to be of a certain level because
That's
if
right.
it drops a bit below
92?
I think 90, yeah, if it drops below 90. Yeah.
If it goes below 90, you have to go to the ER.
Yes, you do. America's roast beef, yes, sir. Oh, kids, we have a show. Oh, do we have a show for you
Do
guys
we have a
tonight?
show?
There is absolutely nothing that, like, gin is not that great going down. So I can only, I've never puked it, but I can only imagine coming back up. It's serious business. Scott, he goes, oh, Scott remembers a restaurant by the fairgrounds.
There was never that restaurant by the fairgrounds. I got sick from Jack in the Box by the Wait, do you mean the Orange County Fair or the Indio Fair?
I don't know, but
Day
there.
festival.
So it used to be white people. That'd be hilarious to call it was like a Denny's type restaurant back in the day. Little Black Sambo's.
It was,
Yes,
yeah,
they
but
did.
then
They
it was just called
that.
Sambo's.
Well, yeah, and then they
I
thought.
remember when
and
it
then
was
they
called
thought,
Sambo's.
much the same
Yeah.
way that they rebranded, Aunt Jemima and Uncle Ben. Like, oh, we'll just take the Little Black off there. It'll be fine. No one will think that it's troublesome or racist at all to call the place fucking Sambo's. Anyway.
Oh, Scott says he never thought of that. He means the Monterey.
Oh, yes, there was one in Orange County, there's one in Monterey.
Okay, now, but I want to
Racist restaurants
But
know
now
no
I
bounds.
want to know from Jan if that was actually called Little Black Sambo's.
I think it
back
was.
in the day.
It was called Little Black Sambo's before it was called Sambo's. Yeah. Listen, I'm just reciting. I am not in any way offering a seal of approval. If anything, it's disapproval. I'm
I think
simply
at a
saying.
certain point you can't even repeat it without it sounding racist.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, my mom says it was. So y'all heard about the fact that we had Mr. Biden here gave a humdinger of a State of the Union address.
Thank
I was
God.
so nervous,
I
so
couldn't watch.
fucking nervous I couldn't watch because, of course, the Republicans are waiting with their knives sharp. No, he's going to stumble up and have a Joe Biden moment, which he does, where he just misspeaks because he's done that his entire career. But we're going to run it on TikTok ad infinitum, and he's out of his mind. He was taking no fucking prisoners that night. And then, I don't know if you've seen this, but if you haven't seen it, you should watch at least part of the GOP response, which is always done by some fucking weirdo. Remember the year that it was Marco Rubio? And he was like, was flop sweating, and at one point he had to stop halfway through to like open a bottle of water. And it was a mess. And then this freakazoid named Bobby Jindal gave it one year during Obama's year.
Do they pick the weirdest person they can find?
Apparently, well, I mean, listen, the entire GOP is a fucking freak show, so they don't have to work
true.
too hard.
It's true.
Anyway, they found this woman named Katie Britt, who is serving her first term as a senator from Alabama. You know, the place with the IVF ruling.
But she didn't sound like that. She sounded like Michelle Duggar locked in
She
her
sounded
kitchen.
like a fundy. It was the weirdest fucking thing. And she actually sounded, Amanda Petrie of the Washington Post does a humor column. She was talking about how
But she was enunciating weird things.
she
like
did, and she would whisper, and she would go in
was
and then she
emphasizing
was like
words
laughing,
that-
and her
then she
hand-
was leaning
It was
really
like
close.
she was coached
It was
by my
very
high school
weird.
drama teacher. It was like Hamish
She was-
Tyler was flown in to
She
coach
seems
Katie
insane.
Britt. So anyway, they really can pick them over in the GOP column. So next year's GOP response, and it's going to be a response next year because Joe Biden's going to fucking win. Next year's GOP response to the State of the Union address will be given by blank. Next year's GOP response to the State of the Union will be given by blank. Yes, Kathy says she's 100% Handmaid's Tale spokesperson. Yes, her husband, who Commander Wesley Britt, she mentioned him a few times, which I suppose would make her handmaid's name of Wesley, right? That'd be. She kept her off screen. Next year's GOP response to State of the Union will be given by blank. By AI Biden.
AI Biden.
That's good. Like that. Senator Kanye West.
That could happen.
Eric Trump. ChatGPT. These are phenomenal. Sarah Palin's virgin daughter.
ChatGTP.
Yeah, they know the difference. Grimace. It's got just like,
What is Grimace? Let's talk about it.
all the
Let's
babies that
workshop
the Dems
it.
murdered. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're going to rise up from beyond the grave. Kind of like, like Jesus did. That's what they're going to do.
The head of the Lollipop Guild. Oh, can we discuss the disastrous Willy Wonka experiment over in Scotland?
That was fucking funny. So
that was a headline that went by.
Timothée Chalamet is starring as Willy Wonka in a follow-up film, and they did some promotion in Glasgow, Scotland, that was supposed to be like this big sled. They made it sound like it was going to have rides, slides, and all kinds of other shit. And they got there, and it's basically like two tarps.
A warehouse
Where
with
it's like-
some AI shit printed on the wall and a sad-looking person in an Oompa Loompa costume. It was so bad that some people called the police.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, because
For
I think
stealing
people
your
were.
money.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
they did, and then I think a lot of people were getting pretty fucking angry, and then that there was violence was gonna break out at the Willy Wonka fair. Cookie Monster, Voodoo Steve, Trump's warden. Yeah, I like that.
It's funny, at the dinner party, was it last week? No, it was 2 weeks ago.
The Crypt Keeper. You know what? Honestly, I'm awarding numerous points.
Okay, okay.
Okay. So Ange gets one.
Okay, hold on.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, you got it.
Oh,
Yeah.
jeez. I'm
She's coming-
100 years old.
I'm,
Okay,
I'm coming.
okay.
I'm 100 years
All
old. Ange gets a point. Let's see. Scott gets a point for Grimace. That's fucking great. And Eric gets a point for Voodoo Steve. My mom gets a point for Trump's warden. Those are all answers that made me laugh. So it's going to be like this tonight.
The counting of the points is going to take a full hour. You're going to have to write a whole album
That's
while
fine.
I count up.
That's fine.
Okay,
I'm
just
good for
one.
it. So listen, we've talked ad infinitum about daylight saving time, and it is daylight saving time, not daylight savings time, and how I think for those of you who watched the Wednesday show, I was going off about the fact that there was a sleep doctor who has basically said that this hour shift every year is responsible for accidents on the workplace and even everything as serious as heart attacks. It really fucks people up. So anyway, Laurel and I, as you know, we've lobbied against this strenuously for years. But since it's here, what are you going to do? Got to do something with it, right? So I'm going to use my extra hour of daylight to blank. I'm going to use my extra hour of daylight to blank. Yes, my mom hates it too. We all hate it. Hey guys, watching the Oscars tomorrow night?
I see the appeal of it. Like
I
I see how people who work in an office. I see how it's nice to have an hour or two of
Sure.
actual daylight
Sure, why
when
not?
you get off work. I get it. I see
Yeah.
it. I just think let's just pick something and stick to it. Because I think the sleep sucks and it's just people whatever to travel forward in time by an hour.
Yeah, says Eric. Okay, because Scott says sleep.
Scott's gonna sleep.
Leave my house after work. Yeah, because Kathy works from home.
That's
so,
right. So she could take a walk. See, I see the appeal. For her, I get it.
David Salter's here, late
Oh.
for class again. Young man, did you
Oh,
bring?
Ange is gonna enjoy.
Did you
her
bring a
COVID.
note from your mother, David? Let's see. Ange is gonna enjoy her COVID. Plan the next insurrection. Okay.
Is this the one where you wake up and you're like, oh my god, I didn't get enough sleep, or you wake up and it's actually much later than you think it is?
This is the one where you wake up and it's much later than you think.
Right. You wake up and you're like, okay, it's 9 a.m. and then it's actually 10.
Or if
and
you
you're
set
late
an
for-
alarm,
Okay.
if you usually set your alarm for 7, now you're waking up at 6 o'clock.
Oh,
And that
jeez.
fucking sucks.
And then
Eric says he'll still wake up at 4:30.
and then it screws your kids up too, right? Because
Didn't
they
you say
served later or something
exactly?
like
Didn't I hear you say, Eric, that you had shifted your wake up time?
that. To 5:30.
My mom says reset her at 37 clocks. She's not kidding. My mom loves clocks. She and my dad, they just love to know what time
Why
it is.
do you have so many
I think
clocks?
it's charming. I think it is incredibly charming. And every place in their house,
Okay,
it's just
so
a cacophony of ticks.
our
Not like that, Mom. Get that out of your head.
No, not that kind of tick. So
You hit Sambo's. We lose an hour, so you go to bed at 10, you set your alarm for 6, and you only get 7 hours of sleep. Exactly right.
I don't like that. have
Okay.
2 or 3 in each room. Oh, jeez.
Dear Laura, who had the funniest response time? I'm going to use my
Gosh.
extra hour of daylight to blank.
I mean, there's so many good answers.
Well, do like I did.
I'm going to.
Award numerous points.
Okay, let me see. I gotta pop this screen open. Hold on. Oh, jeez. Now it's gonna make a noise.
And has
Oh,
not strapped
okay.
a clock to her body since she was 20 years old. Oh, like when you were in your Flava Flav phase? Was that it?
Yeah. Wait, you didn't wear a watch when you were like working and like we didn't get iPhones until the 2004.
I used to wear a watch because how else were we going to know what fucking time it is? And then Apple broke me of that, and then Apple wants me to wear a watch again? No, fuck that. What are you doing, Apple?
Scott Coates just said he filled it in. Have multiple conversations with my landscaper. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna say something. It is very difficult to find a good landscaper.
Uh-oh.
Oh God.
Oh, Whitey McWhiterson says.
Am I wrong?
I'll take the. Am I
Am I
right,
wrong?
people? Am I
all
right?
that you pay them, and all they do is show up, and they snip one thing, and then they use the leaf
Good
blower
night,
to throw
everybody.
things
Good night.
around,
Good
and
night.
then they're
Good
like,
night. We'll see you later.
then when you try to hire another one, they all with okay. Are you gone now? You've
I'm
left
gone.
the building
I'm gone.
until I stop talking about how much
This has become
landscapers
enormously
sucks.
toxic, this
boy.
discussion. All right, so who had the funniest response time? I'm going to use my extra hour of daylight to blank.
Jan, you hate your landscaper too. Everybody, come on! All right, I'm gonna give a point to I'm gonna give one to Eric for no, don't do that. I'm gonna give one to Eric for Sambo's. Nobody wants to join in with me on how much they hate their landscaper, but you do, and you know it's true. Okay, whatever. I'm gonna give 1 point to Ange for enjoy my COVID.
Okay, good. Holy shit, hang on there. Wait,
Are you gonna leave the show again if I start ranting?
Good night, everybody.
Whatever.
Oh, Jesus Christ. All right, anyway.
I'm saying you can say Zambos and I can say landscaper.
Yeah, it's funny.
That's
Yeah.
fair. That
Hey,
seems fair.
Hey, listen, since we've been talking about the Shamrock Shake, I don't know if you've heard, Doc did not hear about this. McDonald's has a brand new dessert treat. Try McDonald's newest dessert treat, the Blank Shake. Try McDonald's newest dessert treat, the Blank Shake. The entitled white person shake. The white wine shake. Who, Eric says he likes their landscapers. He even tips them.
Yes, and Eric's landscaper came over here to give us a quote, and the quote that he gave was so huge. I was like, does he pay you that? Good Lord.
With tip, apparently. Wow. All right, well, guess good help
I
costs.
don't understand. I don't understand pricing, I guess.
Yeah, this is the Wilford Brimley shake. It's made with oats. It's made with oats.
It gives you a heart attack.
Yeah. Poutine shake. Oh, boy. We got to get back up to Canada, Mom.
Get
Steak
some
and
more
shake.
Canadian COVID.
You got to get ourselves another heap
Get some
and
more of
helping
that.
a Cajun COVID. Canadian. That's
Canadian.
why they say Cajun because there were a lot of Canadians, French Canadians, who went to. Did you know this? Part of the reason why they have that French connection is that Louisiana and Canada, there are a lot of French Canadians down there. Cajuns. That's where it comes from.
Is that true?
Maybe. I don't know. I just made it up. But it sounds right.
That sounded really convincing.
It's probably
actually.
true.
Yeah. Okay.
Chemical shake. Oh, wait, they all taste like that. McCarb pizza. Canuck COVID. Vaccine shake. Did you guys hear this? Oh, my God. There's some guy in Germany who has gotten 127 vaccines. COVID vaccines.
The article that I read, no one asked him how he got that many.
How did he do that? Oh, did he have like a frequent pass?
Or does he have like multiple birth certificates? Or like how does he
the
get in the
fuck?
system all those
I don't
times?
know.
I don't understand how he got that many. And I don't know why no reporter said, hey, dude, how'd you get that many shots?
I would just love for this guy to
Or
go
why?
and hang out.
Why'd you get that many shots?
I just would love for him to go hang out with the anti-vaxxers. Like, what up, haters? Here I am. Had 127
nuclear.
of these motherfuckers, and I'm fine. I'm fine. My mom says, why? It does. I don't know. I
I don't
didn't read the
know.
article.
See, nobody asked him why or how.
Eric, it was his booty shake.
The booty shake.
The Fergie shake. The McNutton shake. The rattle and roll. Nice. I like that. I'm giving it to Eric for booty shake. I thought that was particularly inspired. Nicely done, my brother. Points. points for Eric. Let's see what.
Yeah, that's the question. Why or how is my question. Did he have multiple driver's licenses that he made up just for this purpose? I would like 160 COVID shots.
Yeah, just bam, 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 just one after the other. Just
But
stick
also,
it in me.
you know the anti-vaxxers are going to be when that guy gets something because he's going to get something,
You know,
right?
flipper grown out of his fucking head.
They're going to be like, that it causes
See?
that.
Well,
Like,
yeah, after 127.
Yeah, like I
motherfuckers,
got
yeah.
4 or however many I got. Like he got 127.
Jesus fucking Christ. So I have some very important information to share with you people right now. So we're, as we are wont to do, as Laura and I are cleaning the place, doing our Saturday chores, we're listening to Casey Kasem's weekly Top 40 Countdown. And it's from 73, maybe early 70s. And a song by John Denver comes on, and all of a sudden I realize something. I don't like John Denver. I don't. And I don't know why.
I don't see how you're going to say
It just
that.
hit me all of a sudden that I fucking hate his music. And I don't know why I do. It's so thin and cheerful and free of irony. And I'm like, oh,
He's just
God.
so nice. Why are you gonna, and he's dead.
major
How are you
chords.
going to say this?
Listen, he's not gonna hear me. He's at the bottom of fucking Monterey Bay.
Oh, jeez. I'm just saying it makes you look bad to say you don't like him.
Okay.
He's so cheerful.
But I own that, right? Listen, I'm not trying to win any award points on this show. You know, that's your job. I don't have to be liked by you people. Fine. I don't like John Denver. Judge me. Anyway.
Bro, are you okay?
But I heard one of his fucking thing, Rocky Mountain High. I'm like, shut up. Just shut up, John Denver. I've had it with you. So anyway, turns out I actually, and by I mean you, turns out I actually hate music by blank. It honestly is like, it's like hating a kitten. I don't know how it's possible. I do not know how it's possible that I
The thing
hate
is-
John Denver's music.
Eric says,
don't.
I always had a fear of John Denver. Is that because he's just too cheerful? He's a murderer, but he's actually smiling while he kills you?
That's exactly what I think it is. And nobody can be that fucking cheerful all the time. They just can't. It doesn't work that way.
I just feel like he has more serotonin than me. And, you know, who doesn't?
So-
Most people do.
I watched this show that I love. It's a travel show called Somebody Feed Phil. The guy is Phil Rosenthal. He was the showrunner and creator of Everybody Loves Raymond. And he is the most cheerful human being on the planet. He is just happy and sweet.
Some people are just cheerful.
And high on life. And here's what I have to say about this. He obviously has great, I was talking to my therapist about this the other day. He has great brain chemistry, this guy, right?
Yeah.
He was just born with great dopamine. Even if he hadn't had all the successes that he had, even if he weren't, getting to travel around the world, I'm sure it helps to get all these wonderful things happening in your life. But I have a very strong feeling that this guy would just be a cheerful dude. Now, I think, and everybody likes people like that. And so when people are just super cheerful and fun to be around, well, then you just give them things because they're fun and cheerful, and then they get more things, and it compounds and compounds and compounds. I think the people who should get more credit are the people who have to rise above their shitty brain chemistry, right? People are constantly depressed and anxious. It's like, hey, I showed up anyway. Where's my cookie? God damn it. I'm on a tear tonight.
I have to get up every day,
I'm on a fucking tear.
wash myself, and get on with the day, even though I'm like, what's the point? All day.
David
all day.
Salter met him once, apparently. I'm sure he was lovely. I'm
He's
sure he was
referring to
lovely.
Wilford Brimley, actually.
Oh, okay. All right. Let's see. John Denver looked like Utah. That's funny. Yes, he did. He looked like a Mormon. You too. God bless you, Scott. Me too. White rappers, for sure. All hair metal bands. Yes, Inge, because you have taste and a pulse.
Eric hates
Sting.
music by Poland.
The entire country. Fuck them all and their music.
Poland in general?
Kanye X Factor. Let's see. Everything except Sunday Bloody Sunday. I agree, Scott. And you know why we actually don't mind War, that album? Is because they were singing about Irish things. God damn it. I'm worked up tonight. This is you, I think, right?
You are mad at inanimate objects.
I don't know.
Yesterday,
in a
your
fucking
guitar
mood.
was making a noise, and you were so mad.
I was in a mood. Anyway, who had the funniest response, dear Lauro, to Turns Out I Actually Hate Music by blank?
Gosh, this is a hard one. I don't want to give Eric every point for everything. He said Poland.
Listen,
and
if he's cleaning up, he's cleaning up.
Eric's killing it. I'm sorry, but it's true.
Things I would do if I had naturally good brain chemistry. Things I would do if I
Record a
had...
John Denver song.
Exactly. Things I would do if I had naturally good brain chemistry. I'm honestly in a pretty fine mood tonight. I really am. I don't know why I'm so worked up. I just get on a roll. Can't stop myself. Things I would do if I had naturally had brain chemistry.
I don't even know. I can't even think of anything. That's how shitty my brain chemistry is. It's just
babe.
so bad. I can't even. Here's what I would do if I was a happier person. I don't know.
That's very sad.
Something's wrong with my thyroid, and I think it's making me depressed. And it's you would think that your thyroid goes too slow. No, mine goes too fast. And does that make you depressed? I don't know. You'd think it would make it so like I'm on meth or something, but it is like that. Only.
Let's see.
Anyway,
Scott would do rocket science. Chris, hey, Chris Evans, stop doing drugs. I'd stop doing this. I'll tell you that
That's
much.
right.
I wouldn't need
That's
to.
right.
I'd be in a cheerful fucking mood. I see people who are like, booze, I can take it or leave it. I'm like, well, sure. Mr. Cheerful Pants, sure you can.
Except mushrooms.
Stop Zoloft, says David Salzer. Right, exactly.
right.
Be able to wear eyeliner, says Kathy. Throw out the Kleenex. Let's
Spell
see.
things correctly.
Oh, your thyroid. Let's see. Except mushrooms. Sure, you can't. You got it. Shrooms. Let's see. Think. Spell things correctile. Spell things correctly. I think.
Spell
Yeah,
things
that's
correctly.
funny. Leave the house. Oh man, listen. Agoraphobia is real. Am I right? It always starts, and then the next thing you know, it's like, the walls are. I'm Howard Hughes. Fingernails are 8 feet long. It's delightful. It's wonderful in here. Can I just mention? Absolutely wonderful in here.
Oh my God. I opened the other day.
Scott says get 200 vaccinations. Well, Scott wins. Scott wins that round. Nicely done, dude. Anne says she would stand alone on her island inhabited by the one person in the world with naturally good brain chemistry. We'd steal them, you'd kidnap them, and they wouldn't mind.
No,
'cause-
I'd kill him and take the.
That's right. I'd figure out a way to get a giant turkey baster and just pull it right out of him. Hey, you guys! I started a new business. You want to hear about it?
Yeah.
My new startup brings blank right to your door. My new startup brings blank right to your door. Stop the Q-tip before it hits my brain, says Eric. Oh my God! You guys ever watch that show Girls? Back in the end, there was that really awful scene.
Oh, God.
Speaking of somebody who has terrible brain chemistry, that chick,
She is canceled forever, right?
I think so. Lena Dunham.
Yeah.
And there was a scene where she's like jamming a Q-tip into her brain because she couldn't help herself. My new startup brings me right to your door, says my mom. I like that.
And says Voodoo Steve.
Voodoo Steve, the ghost of John Denver. Oh, this is great. This is shaping up to be.
I don't
great.
know if we discussed this, but I told the givers of witchcraft voodoo.
Oh, we told them all about
we
the
told
shit
them
that came down.
all about what
dumped
happened.
on our
It had
fucking
been
heads.
a long time since
Thanks,
we had seen
Witchcraft
them,
Steve.
and they and I described all this stuff, and they were like, "Sorry," but that's funny,
no,
right? Like,
sorry! Exclamation point. No,
what they said, sorry?
the
Question mark.
things
Like
that happened.
like they
were
didn't
awful.
believe it was that, and I was like, oh, it was that.
Mushrooms, says Chris. Okay, I like that.
It's a theme.
It is a theme. Yeah, shrooms. I think there's probably a clever play on words, right? That you could probably work in there with shrooms and a delivery service, right? What?
My new startup brings Eric Atwood right to the door.
Eric Atwood. Yeah, well, Jan Cox, Eric Atwood. It's great.
The ghost of John Denver. Is he grinning with a bowl haircut
Yeah, he
and those
does.
big white teeth?
Little round glasses, little John Lennon glasses.
He was, you know what? That's what killed him. He was so optimistic that he could fly that plane.
Exactly.
Everything was going to be
exactly.
just
Sometimes
fine.
you need a little bit of cynicism.
Jim
It'll keep you
Dandy.
alive.
Okay, well, you're dead now.
It'll fucking keep you alive.
That's right.
DoorDash COVID, says my mom. Competent political party. Honestly, they don't have to bring it to my door. They can take it to fucking D.C. Mormons. The U2 discography. No need for Apple Music.
Oh, you don't need a startup to bring Mormons to your door. You
No,
just
they'll
need,
come right by.
You know,
They'll come right by. Let's see. Milkshakes, as in brings all the
to the yard.
boys to the yard.
door.
Sure.
Yeah.
says Scott. This is yours to choose, dear Laura. Who had the funniest response to my new startup brings blank right to your door?
This is hard.
Oh, yes.
This is a hard one. I'm gonna give it to Ange for her 2 fine answers. One of which was the ghost of John Denver.
I like it. I like it very much. That's nicely done. Points from Ms. Angela Garvin. So, this is that episode of Three's Company where there's a misunderstanding about blank. Oh, this is that episode of Three's Company where there's a misunderstanding about blank. All of a sudden, this is turning into a very traditional game show. I feel like Bob Eubanks. Whoopee. We're making whoopee. This is that episode of Three's Company where there's a misunderstanding about blank.
Mrs. Roper.
Oh, we've got some really funny answers from the last round still pouring in here.
Ninjas
Let's see.
to
Brings
fight.
happy ending to your door. Steve Jesus, minnows to your door. Incorrectly made veggie lovers pizza, says Fuzz. Ninjas to fight Jehovah Witnesses. Now listen, I would pay good money to watch Jehovah's Witnesses. Like, could we get Mormons and Jehovah's Witnesses to like square off in front of, like we'll charge tickets in the neighborhood. We'll have refreshments. It'll be good, clean fun.
Jack's bondage gear.
Mr. Roper and Chrissy says, got The Rent, Jack's bondage gear, IVF for Sissy. That's very funny.
Okay, and I want you to know that ever since you were here and I got, I
knew what you meant, Mom.
I went to Pizza Hut to get a pizza for Inge to see if it would be made correctly, so we could enjoy a pizza. And this was my birthday, I guess. Now I've signed up for the Pizza Hut app, and they keep spam texting me, Pizza Hut, there's no pizza like a free pizza. Free pizza is the best pizza. Order now and score a free large topping pizza later. What?
It's stop to unsubscribe, isn't it?
It stopped to unsubscribe,
Yeah, it is.
indeed.
Yeah, it is.
Why is it spamming me? I
Four
just wanted
little
one
letters
pizza.
Have kept my text inbox ever so clean. Stop. You donate one time to a Democratic candidate, and holy shit, your inbox goes bananas.
I think, did you give them my number at some point?
I don't think so.
I feel like I get spammed with political things too.
Who's the fluffer? That pregnancy test result. Who's been waiting for you? Come on, knock on my door. Threesome rules. Something Jack did or said. Chrissy, yeah, my mom meant IVF for Chrissy. That's very funny. And timely and very, very topical. The third opening, Mr. Roper's Hidden Cameras, 2 girls, 1 cup. Oh, that's good, Scott. I like that. This is yours or mine?
This is yours.
I'm giving it to my mom for IVF for Chrissy. I thought that was a good answer.
Where the kisses are hers and his, Three's Company too. You'll
Okay.
see that life is up all again. Laughter is calling for you.
Come on, a rendezvous. Three's Company too. Hey, it's French. Why not rendezvous? Come on, a rendezvous.
Why? We're
key-
the gym teachers from Saturday Night Live. I don't care anymore.
Oh, God, I don't give a shit.
I don't care
I don't care. Does this care? Does this face look like it cares?
I don't care
Fucking-
anymore.
I don't care.
I don't care.
So, listen, Laurel and I are actually getting certified as life coaches. I don't know if you know this. And you for a 3-time payment of $89.99, will learn the key to unstoppable confidence. Or you can just tell us. The key to unstoppable confidence is blank. The key to unstoppable confidence is blank.
It's a hypertrophic growth hormone, like Tony Robbins has. That's
Yes, he's got fucking
he's 6'7"
acromegaly with giant,
with a huge
ginormous
hands,
cranium
and he's
hands.
very positive.
We're very positive
Yeah.
about everything, including sexually harassing the people who come to my conferences. Blah, blah.
Can't believe he used to be into
Yeah,
that guy.
we're moving on up. I got what I needed from him. Whoa!
Sorry. Just plain old.
The key to unstoppable confidence is alcohol, says Scott. It's true. You're right.
If you want a glimpse into the Orange Side's bad brain chemistry, text the code that is on his podium. Holy cow. I don't think I would do that because in my
because
text
then the
inbox
Republicans
just
would
be
have your number
fucking flooded.
and they need my number.
The key to unstoppable confidence is alcohol, says Scott. You're not wrong. You're not
That's
wrong.
right. 18 inches. You might be right about that too.
BDE, man. BDE is definitely
Yeah.
what confidence is all about. Let's see. Being an old white male Republican, sure. That's comes standard issue. Sun, mushrooms, or a younger woman. Sure, those are all great answers. Scott, Chris Evans. 18 inches, sure. Three's Company, 18 inches.
Or
yes, Scott,
18 inches.
Scott and
Yeah.
Eric both agree that 18 inches is clearly the way to have yourself a fine. It just puts a cock in your walk, I think, would be the proper way to. I don't know what I'm talking about. 4 shots of courage. This is yours, dear Laurel. What is the key to unstoppable confidence?
Oh, your mom says being Jim Cox.
Oh, that
That's
is
true.
fucking true. My
You get
dad
the point for that.
never doubted himself a day. Not once, not ever.
Jim Cox used to say,
Unbelievable.
he used to look in the mirror and without irony would say, why am I so handsome?
Why am I so handsome? And he'd flex.
I think if you can learn anything from Jim Cox, tomorrow.
I tried.
Look in the mirror. No, everyone, look in the mirror and go, why am I so good looking?
Maybe we ought to start. Maybe that's what we'll base our entire life
New
coach
philosophy
program
on.
on.
Yeah.
Is Jim Cox foo? I don't know. Just whip a mojo on your mind. Listen. This week, I don't know if you guys know that I've gone back to get my GED, and one of the things that I'm taking, of course, is home ec. And this week in home ec, we made blank. Sweet, sweet love. Pop to my brain. This week in home ec, we made blank.
Did not take that.
Did not take what?
Home ec, didn't take it.
Did not take home ec?
Nope. Got a note on account of sexism.
Oh, really? Did your mom say, no daughter of mine, harumph, is taking home ec?
No, I made the very compelling argument that home ec is sexist because mostly women take it. And my mom was like, here's a note. Go ahead.
Oh, so your mom signed off, literally?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was like, I don't need that. I'll marry someone who cooks.
Yes, and so she
And
did.
sure enough, I did.
So she did, yes.
I know how to bake.
We made cream with some young guy. Yeah, David says boys take that class too now, young lady. Yeah, okay, that's funny. Chris said sweet, sweet love. Nice. Great
right.
minds and all that, dude. Lumpias.
Oh, here's Fuzz outlining the Jim Cox.
Morning affirmations, plenty of naps.
Tito's and pumpkin
pie
pie.
daily. Did you guys know my mom used to make 4 pies a week?
I don't get how he ate
My
4
dad
pies
was,
a week.
I think that helped me with the math. If Ray were here, he could help me out. I think that's like 2/3 of a pie a day. That's exceptional.
How could you even eat that much pie without getting sick
and
of
made
pie?
it to 80. Wow.
That's crazy.
Yeah. An AI bot that makes me orgasm. Sure. We all could use that. And the AI is working on this. You know that they are. That's the quickest way to control us as a species. Boiling water. We made boiling water a big fat mess. Red dresses and white hats. Oh, yeah, because Handmaid's Tale. 1960s meatloaf. Spiked brownies. The teacher really mad. Spyware. He's not eating the pie.
He's not eating the pie.
Babies. We made babies, says my mom.
David said spiked brownies. I want to tell you that this week I learned how to make brownies with instead of using eggs, oil, and water, you use a can of black beans.
And it sounds horrifying.
And
it's
it
really
smells
good.
bad while you're making it, but
It's-
then when you bake it, it's real good.
So it's inexplicably good. I don't get it.
I'm depressed, so
understand.
I'm baking I'm hacking recipes. I don't
Yeah.
know. I'm trying to entertain myself any way I can.
We're having fun
And
with it.
One of those things is to just make recipes. Like I made a shamrock shake out of a protein shake today. That was
And
good,
it was
right?
it was delicious. Loved it. Is this mine or yours?
This is your.
This is 9, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is mine. Social media accounts, comments on Ask Me Anything. There were some funny answers. And I'm going to give it to Chris because he came up with the answer that I thought of when I wrote the thing. Always a quick way to get a point from me.
Read your mind.
Read my mind.
Great.
Oh, my beauty regimen is really kicking it up to another level. Blank has made me look 5 years younger. Blank has made me look 5 years younger.
Being 5 years younger.
Being
has
5
made
years
me look
younger
5 years
has
younger.
made me look 5
What
years
does that
younger.
mean? Daylight saving time.
Exactly.
If anything,
Less
that's going to make
sleep.
me look older.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it's light for longer, so I look younger in the dark. You know, if you see me.
Oh, that's right. One pie and the others were your mom. That's a punchline for a very funny joke.
Wow.
There, Scott. Mom says whoopee. Bob Eubanks.
Making whoopee
Making
pie.
a whoopee. Let's see. Pictures make me look 5 years younger, says Scott. My
Kathy,
dating app
we
profile.
did have a home ec class at our high school. Is that correct? I told myself this story, or maybe it was optional. Or Kathy claims that that she did not take a government class to get out of our high school, but everyone was required to take economics and government to get out of senior year.
Okay.
So I don't know how she got out without taking government.
Well, Kathy, we're on tenterhooks.
She just
here.
claims that she did. She's like, I never took that. And I'm like, that was a requirement.
Well, maybe
But
the
home ec
requirements
wasn't a
change.
requirement.
Well, Kathy's younger than you. You're younger.
No, she's the same age as me.
Oh, I don't
Well,
know.
Kathy's technically younger than me by a few.
But same class.
Yes.
Same class. I don't know. The mysteries of the universe.
She was like you, like when she graduated, she was 17.
I was quite young. I say pictures make me look younger. My dating app profile, says Eric. Bukkake, says Christian. Titties, says my mom. Photoshop. Standing next to Keith Richards, says Ann. Sure, that'll make anybody look young. AI, Pornhub, hiding Carrie's glasses. I think that's part of the reason why we lose our eyesight as we get older, is because we don't mind that we're looking older, and we don't mind that everybody who's our age is also looking older. We don't notice. I do not. Let's see. There were different classes we could. Voting blue. Yeah, there you go. Let's see. We require. Let's see. That's a great idea. Turn 17. The Blood of Virgins. Shamrock Shakes. Looking into an 80-mile-an-hour headwind. This is yours. Who had the funniest response?
That's the answer that made me laugh out loud. Looking into an 80-mile-per-hour
Absolutely.
headwind. That's what we're. Yeah. That's what we're doing. We're all just gonna go.
Yeah. Oh no! The kids found my blank in the sock drawer. Uh oh. The kids found my blank in the sock drawer. These are all. It's all sexual innuendo tonight. This is basically just a glorified dating game. Is what we're doing tonight. Uh oh! Kids found my blank in the sock drawer. Whoopee!
This week I was
Oh
involved.
Jesus Christ! My
What?
mother's going for it.
Oh boy.
She had to, though, right? I mean, it's literally just throwing a big old softball pitch over the plate. Just wham! Gotta take a swing at it. I'm sorry, you were saying?
This week I was in. Only Kathy will appreciate this story. This week I was involved in a bureaucratic infighting drama with the hospital and itself, or the doctor's office and the radiology department and itself. Whatever. I went to go get an ultrasound of my thyroid. I know you guys are all fascinated. This is what happens when you're 50
She's okay.
years old. What,
She's
I'm
okay.
Well,
She's okay.
I think I don't know.
She's okay.
But next week I have to go get a radionuclear scan of my thyroid, where they give you iodine and then they scan your. But whatever. Who cares? What happened was I had to make the appointment, but the radiology department said, "Sorry, you have to call your insurance company first to see if that's approved." And I was like, "Well, okay," but I did that. And they said that the doctor's office has to call first. And the radiology department said, "Well, it says in here your doctor's office hasn't called yet." So I called my doctor's office, and the doctor's office said, "There's no way the radiology department could know that." And I'm like, "That's not even an answer. Did you call or not?" Turns out they didn't call. So anyway, as it turns out,
Honestly,
the big story is they gave the authorizations back to the doctor's office, and the radiology department's mad about it because their billing hours are down, and now I'm stuck in the middle. Like, can I make the appointment or not?
It sounds like you're in the middle of a bad divorce, right?
Exactly right.
Your mother says, "Beat the
Exactly.
bill." Well, that line, whore and everything, but the whole thing seems very,
There's no way you could know that. And I'm like,
very Kafkaesque.
What?
The whole thing. Let's see. So we've got we have a lot of just phenomenal answers here. Dildo, butt plug, Darth Invader, socks, found socks in the sock drawer, candy stash, Chewbacca mask, naked photos, lamb chop. Oh yeah, so because lamb chop I think was made from a sock, right? Sherry,
Yeah,
Sherry and
that's
lamb chop. Vasectomy photos, Nintendo. Let's see, colon prep. Billing hours.
that just made me think a lot of
Soul.
disgusting things about lamb chop.
Panties. Sure, yeah.
Oh,
that
poor lamb chop.
hanging out in your pervy sock drawer. Is this you or me?
This is you.
This is me. Birth certificate with my real name. All right, yeah. The Kathy came in the last second and stole that one. Nicely done, kid. What round are we on here?
This is round 12.
Round number 12. Let's see. If I could talk to the animals, I'd say blank. If I could talk to the animals, and who hasn't thought they'd like to do that? We can, but can we understand what they say? But if I could talk to the animals, I'd say blank.
Photos of my other family, says Eric. How much energy would that be?
So
to
much
have to,
energy.
just why even
Jesus
do that?
Christ.
If you're gonna go out,
So
just
much
go
work.
out and be a whole other person.
Absolutely.
Don't have a whole other family.
Yeah. So you guys have
guy
heard of
from
the band
Sonic Youth, yeah.
Thurston Moore and Kim Gordon were a couple in that band. Can you bring me a beer?
Yes.
My love, thank you. And they were famously, this kind of indie rock darling couple for years and years and years. They had a kid named Coco Moore. And then one day it turns out that Thurston Moore has been having another family. Like for years he's been doing this. And, you know, they're like, okay, they talk to their fans like, we're going through counseling. I'm like, why? He's got another family. There's nothing really to counsel about. What? Either he says, you know, I made that up. I don't actually have another family, or he's got another family, and that's it. Right? That's the end of it. And to Laura's point, it does seem like an awful lot of fucking work. It really, really does. It's just a lot of cloak and dagger shit. How often do you go to conferences? Right? It can't be that often. And how long do you stay in those conferences? Weeks at a time, apparently. Let's see. I'd say just take it. says Chris. Please rescue us. Attack my minions! Attack, says Eric. Can you bring me a beer? That's what Scott would say to the animals. That's funny. Stop eating the cat poop, says Kathy. What are you thinking about? Do you want the Shamrock Shake? It's time to contribute to the mortgage. All right, these are great answers. You have some funny answers to consider.
Okay.
Who had the funniest response in your estimation to, if I could talk to the animals, I'd say blank. Tomato, unless you're Dan Quayle. And then you say tomato with an O-E at the end. Can you go over and deal with Laura's yard? That's funny.
All of a sudden, I just said something, and now I'm the bad guy.
Yes, that's exactly how that
Whatever.
went
All
down.
they do is blow off the deck, and they charge $100 for that. Okay, you're leaving again. We're dead.
Leaving again.
Okay.
Can I have some more of that? Carrie says, can I have some more of that vanilla flavoring? Yeah, because, you know, anal glands.
Here's what we're giving away tonight.
Okay!
It's the new Peeps.
New Peeps! Okay. Stop eating my minnows, says Kathy. Okay, I'm going to judge this one. You can judge the next one.
No, I'm going to give it to Ange for It's Time to Contribute to the Morning.
That's very funny. All right. Kaboom! Love it. All right, so this is round number 13 or 14?
This is round 13, but if Ange and Fuzz win, they can't have these Peeps because they have no sense of taste.
Oh, that's a damn shame. Well, they can pick another prize.
I'm kidding. Did you lose your sense of taste? Is that
happens
still a
with
thing?
COVID. It happens
What
with COVID.
which COVID do you guys have right now?
Which flavor?
Which
variety?
iteration?
Yeah.
Is it COVID 4.0?
4.0, 5, but we're on year 4, so be something like that. 4.1, 4.3, where are we? So you know the wonderful old excuse when caught reading a Playboy magazine as a youngster. You say, I'm only reading it for the articles. Well, I only read blank for the articles. Yeah,
What's the by the way, my
yes, ma'am.
my YouTube still is trying to get me to like Candace Owens. I watched one video.
I'm telling you, those algorithms
1 year
are
ago,
relentless.
almost
They
a
are
year
absolutely
ago,
relentless.
and it's like it's trying. What's Ben Shapiro's whole network called?
I don't know.
Okay, he started some that was going to be my answer, but now I don't know the punchline for that.
Oh, okay. So it was Ben Shapiro's network for the articles. Is that what you're gonna say?
Yes.
Candy says AARP magazine. I do it to look at the hot old chicks. That's what I do. OG Viddy Snacks. Let's see. AARP, the Bible. My mom says the Bible for the articles. Twitter, Jugs. X. Otis elevator capacity plaques. Sure, they're just there for decoration, right? You can get as many people in there as you want. It's just a suggestion, honestly.
The AARP sent us 2 cards and then 2 like little what's it called for our key rings, like a little AARP membership thing
Sure.
for your key ring, and I'm like, is this in case we get lost?
Exactly.
Like,
yeah. If found, return
to the AARP.
Exactly.
Jesus Christ.
Hustler. Famously, Hustler didn't really have any articles to speak of. I don't think.
Don't bother.
The Sears catalog, Gun Tootin' Racists, The Stranger. Nice, Ange. Well done. Well played. Archie Comics.
We're gonna tell those guys from The Stranger. Who said that?
YouTube, 8-Ball Pope, Williams Sonoma catalog. Is this mine?
It's yours. Yes.
Okay, Kathy gets it for AARP magazine. Absolutely right. Listen, we all know that.
And you get a commemorative key ring for that I just got in the mail. I'll mail it to you.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's tonight's prize. That's tonight's real prize. You get the fucking AARP.
But Carrie can't have it. Because
Why?
she's not 50 yet.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. But you just wait, young lady. And I do mean young lady. Blank is the most annoying thing people do in public. Blank is the most annoying thing people do in public. From a long, long list.
At Charlie's birthday party, actually, also from our high school.
Yeah.
I said something about what's going on for your 50th, and she goes, what about for yours? And I was like, that was a year and a
That ship
half
sailed.
ago, my friend. What are you talking about? She goes, no, and I'm like, yes. And then I saw her take a deep, good look into my face, like, oh yeah, okay. Like,
All right. My mom says being there is the most annoying thing people do in public. Isn't that the truth? Selfies, breathe, sharding, being young. Yeah, fuck all those young people. Fuck them. Nonsense.
What's your current least favorite expression that the young people? It's the one. It's
giving. I fucking hate that.
It's giving.
I like a lot of them. I think that there are a lot of really very clever. And I think this generation, for whatever reason, probably because of TikTok, I think it spreads more quickly. There are very, very clever, funny things that this generation says, and I like a lot of Gen Z expressions. Quite like it hits different. I like that a lot.
That one's funny.
That's great.
But you hate it's giving.
It's giving. Just ooh, God!
It's giving Michelle Duggar in the kitchen.
It just gets under my skin. I don't like it. I don't like it.
Oh, it means like it's giving
It's
the
giving
impression
the impression
of.
It's giving me it's throwing off the effect of. Right, so
like the rebuttal speaker, it's giving.
Yeah, she's
Fundy,
giving
Michelle Duggar. It's giving Fundy.
She's giving a cast member of The Handmaid's Tale.
Right.
Let's see. So speakerphone, yes, exactly. Speakerphone is right.
Speakerphone's bad.
Talking about voting for Trump. Speaking. Okay, so is this mine or yours?
Let's see. This is number 14.
So, dear Laura, who
Which
had
used
the
to be a
funniest
tiebreaker,
response?
should be
Round
round 14.
15. Who had the funniest response?
Don't anymore. I'm going to give it to Scott for his many funny answers, including Common Core.
All right, very good. Nicely done, Scotty. And on to round 15. Here we go. Nothing, and I mean nothing, helps me unwind after a hard day like blank. Nothing helps me unwind after a hard day like blank. And we all have hard days, don't we?
Pin it!
Yeah, those brownies, those black bean brownies, very, very surprisingly good. Surprisingly good.
I noticed nobody's like, I gotta try that.
Yeah,
Send me the
nobody's like,
recipe.
send me that
Send me
recipe.
that. Send me those.
By
Can you
all
send me
means.
some? They're surprisingly good.
Fibrous. Nothing helps me unwind after a hard day like a hard night.
Mushrooms?
A hard day's night. Mushrooms? Sure, absolutely.
He's going with that. It's a theme. He's gonna stick with it.
A murder spree, says Kathy. Kathy likes to unwind with a nice 3-state killing spree. Let's see, insomnia, getting a dig in at Lori, a Stormy
it
Daniels
works.
payoff check.
works.
Sure. Watching the news nonstop.
Does that help you?
I don't know. My mom, the MSNBC is always on in my mom's house. It's MSNBC in the morning, it's MSNBC in the evening, it's MSNBC
And
at supper
says changing 37 clocks.
That's a good answer. It's all about the tracers, says Chris. Are you tripping now? Are you tripping? That'd be amazing if you're like tripping balls right now. Yeah. Hi, Chris. Hi. Taking the leaf blower to the deck. Sure.
I'm not even going there anymore, okay? I sound racist. I'm just gonna leave it at that.
No, you're not. You're not gonna go there anymore. You spin me round like a record.
We've
baby.
had actual conversations about this.
Yeah.
You're not even gonna back me up. You're gonna leave me hanging. You're gonna leave me with the two skeletons there. Hanging with my ass hanging out in the wind.
So I am. Watch. Let's see. So is this mine to judge? 15?
Yes.
Round number 15? Yeah, it's got to be Ange with changing 37 clocks. All right. So now Laura's going to have to add everything up while I... What are we singing about here tonight?
Would anyone like the rest of this Shamrock Shake?
That's what we're singing about tonight.
See, Ray Paul, gas station sushi. Ray said that he wanted the rest of the Shamrock Shake. Which, I would find a way to mail that to him.
I'm trying to think of what's a good progression for a good Irish shanty. Well, I likes me a shamrock shake early in the morning. I likes me a shamrock shake early in the morning.
Oh, I'm supposed to be counting. Sorry.
I like it with a shot of Jameson's in me shamrock shake. It helps me combat the shakes that I get first thing in the morning. I like a shamrock shake. First thing in the morning, give me a shamrock shake. Well, I heard from Uncle Grimacy
Oh, boy.
on my TV screen. I heard from Uncle Grimacy. There's a new drink that's green. So kids, go get your parents and tell them to be quick. Take you to McDonald's now and give yourself a...
Make yourself sick.
Gotta have a key change. Get me to McDonald's and get me a green shake. Get me a McDonald's and don't get me there late. Because if you get me there late, they get me there late and don't shart and you drink it all and I might barf up my shamrock shake. Shamrock shake. Oh,
this
shamrock shake. All right, please tell me.
Cha-cha-cha.
Yeah, that was a hard poop, that one.
Where's
I don't
that
know.
going?
No place good. I'll tell you that much. All right. Are we close? Are we close to having a winner? tonight?
Okay, it seems to me like 1, 2, 3. Okay, it seems like Ange has won outright.
Okay, Ange just went outright. Wow, that never happened.
That never
Holy shit.
happens.
I was distracted because Scott was sending me chords on how to play a.
I think Ange has won.
Okay, Ange just won. Ange is this week's champion. So Ange, you get your choice of peeps, or if you play your cards right, kid, you could get you the recipe for Laura's special black bean brownies.
Nobody wants
Black
that.
bean brownies.
No one's messaging me like, "Hey, that's
gotta have it.
really good.
Actually,
Can I
they're
have that?"
surprisingly fucking good. I don't know what to tell you.
Ange doesn't want anything in the mail. Except I did get her something that I'm waiting to drive down to her.
All right.
Because she has the COVID, so
Right,
I
exactly.
can't give it to her. But I'll throw in some peeps too, so Jada can taste those.
So Ange is this week's champion. Are we going to do a second round for runner-up?
Yes, let's also do a second round. Well, anybody can play, I guess, the second round. But Scott, your mom, Eric, and Eric also have a lot of points.
All right, well done, all. Very good.
1, 2. Yeah.
Eric is with a Gordon Lightfoot song. The wreck of
Yeah.
the wreck of it was the B-side for the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald. It was the Shamrock Shake song.
Reckon the Edmund Fitzgerald.
Okay, so here we go, and we are under. This is round number 16. This is our tiebreaker round. My one rule: I never blank alone. They say you never drink alone. I never blank alone. My one rule: I never blank alone. And it's tiebreaker. Excellent work tonight. all
Was
of you.
Scott looking up chords for you right there?
He was.
BMGDA.
Yeah, so that was yeah. He was. I think he was
Scott,
trying
do
to
you
tell me
play
what
music?
would be a good progression for an Irish ditty.
He says you can give her the shingles. I don't have the shingles, and I'm never gonna get it because I got both shots. 1, 2 shots.
So he's saying B minor, what did you say? B minor to G to
Oh, he plays music
B
too.
minor to G to D to A. Well, I wanted to get me a shamrock shake. I wanted to. Oh, Laurel and I were good. If you want to know what life is like in our house, if you've ever wondered, it's basically just the realization that Eddie Vedder was the one who started this whole trend in the 1990s of all male singers sounding like they're just singing variations on the letter A.
Oh my God. We did that for like
We did. Even flew.
all
We're
morning.
standing in the laundry room
Yeah.
just singing our hearts out. Yeah, and that's what life is like in Big Bry's house.
That is what it's like here.
Exactly. So my mom says never bathe alone, never beat off alone, beat off in public alone. Sure, you got to do that with plenty of people, witnesses, I think. Backgammon naked, drink Shamrock Shakes. I never only show alone. All right. Do we? Is that all of our runners up?
Let's see. We've got where's
pretty much everybody.
Eric?
Yeah, we're waiting on an answer from Eric. I never blank alone.
Eric disappeared.
I don't know.
He fell off the grid.
he never taps that alone. That's good. All right.
Especially at 4:30 a.m.
Exactly. All right, let's go and start voting. Okay, so here we are. We're going to the final round here. This is the tiebreaker round for the runner-up. Ange won outright tonight, which, of course, is the only way that you can actually
The only way you
win
can ever win.
this show any fucking more. We discovered a long time ago that having tiebreaker rounds,
We make our own rules here.
we can say that if the tiebreaker is between 2, 3, 4 people, and we say we're only going to be picking from them, well, it turns
If
out that
someone
people,
comes in and is really funny,
somebody
and,
just comes along and has
says
like a
basically,
walk-off
"Fuck you,"
homer,
and whatever.
points
People
the
make
green
their own
monster,
rules and whatever. And
knocks it into next
people can
week,
just
and
do
there
what
you
they
go,
want
and then they
because
just
it's
walk
Saturday
off.
night, and it's
What is our runner-up prize tonight?
some peeps.
Oh, more peeps. Okay. Peeps. We're gonna send you that Shamrock Shake. Actually, that's what it is. We're gonna send that in the mail. We're gonna have it taxidermied first. I think would be fair. Okay, and
I mean, if you're local, I'll leave a Shamrock Shake on your front door.
who got the most upvotes and likes for their answer?
Oh gosh, it's Fuzz with Beat Off in Public.
There you go.
So
Nicely
Ange
done.
won and
Ange
Fuzz
and
is
Fuzz
second.
won. Wow, it's okay.
All right, you guys have swept it.
Nicely done.
Clearly, COVID has given you superpowers.
Yeah, clearly. Yeah.
You
so,
are the funniest.
good.
of
Well,
the
listen. If we
Listen,
can
if one good thing happened.
if we can provide some sort of salve for the shitty time that you're obviously having, with COVID right now, we want to
That's
be able
right.
to do that. We love you guys. Any final words, dear Laura, before we
Any
head
final
off
thoughts?
tonight?
They're the dream team tonight. It's clearly
11 minutes after
COVID for the win.
COVID for the
COVID
win.
has made them the superpower comedic couple
That's exactly right.
of the. I don't know. Any closing thoughts?
Any closing thoughts
What
from
is
you?
everyone doing this week? What are our goals for the week?
Should we do this? Should we do some goal? We're going to do as part of our coaching program. Laura and I are going to do a goal setting workshop with all of you. So right now we'd like to break off into individual discussion
That's
groups.
right.
We're
What are we
going to
doing
talk
this
about
week?
what our overarching goals are,
And Fuzz
really,
are getting over COVID.
it's all about your purpose. It's all about your. We're living purpose-driven lives here, people. I feel like I need to have one of those microphones, those Janet Jackson
Exactly.
microphones,
Exactly.
stand in front of the
You're living a purpose-driven life.
clicker. Yeah. All right. Well, let's shove off into the night.
Oh, can you play the closing COVID Cards Against Humanity theme?
Cards Against Humanity.
Hey, it's Saturday. Time to put your cares away. What do you say? Let's play COVID Cards Against Humanity. Cloud penis! Dildos! Boys from the waist up! What do you say? It's time to play COVID Cards Against Humanity.